Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I have got a fabric haul. Now the delivery lady just dropped the parcel off. It's gone 9 o'clock at night, but I'm filming this haul because I'm so excited and I want to get it all in the wash. Now, full disclaimer, I did record the start of this video already where I was unpackaging the parcel, but my camera was facing the wrong way, so that was no use to anybody. So the fabric is already out of the package, and so I have seen it, but I'm really pleased with it and I'm really excited to share it with you. I do have my packing slip in front of me here on the ground, so I will be referring to that just for the fabric names, the prices and the quantity that I bought, so I hope you don't mind, but if I'm looking down, that's why. Now, let's get started with this haul. That confused me then, I didn't think that was part of the haul, but it definitely is. So first up, first fabric is the plain, thick, soft stretch fabric in black. It was £2.50 a metre and I bought 3 metres, so £7.50 for 3 metres of fabric. And it is lovely and stretchy. It's super thick, it's not see-through. That I can see definitely doesn't appear to be see-through. It's got a lovely texture on the front, as I think the camera's picking up. And then on the wrong side of the fabric, it's lovely and soft and cosy. So this is going to be probably something from the Tilly and the Button stretch book, likely something like the joggers, is it the Stella hoodie and joggers, and anything else that I can lay my hands on really, maybe a pair of leggings or another jumper. Something like the Frankie baseball tee, perhaps something like that, but it'll basically be my staple loungewear for the winter at home when I just want to be warm and cosy. Now, moving on, I have got plain lightweight knit fabric in grey. It was £1.50 a metre and I bought 3 metres. Now it was this fabric that actually caught my eye on the Pound Fabrics email that they sent out, which made me go onto the website and have a look. I have a feeling that there was a minimum quantity order on this specific fabric, as there is with some of their fabrics. I can't remember if it was 2 or 3 metres that were minimum, but as I say, I bought 3. Now, as you should be able to tell, this is lightweight stretch fabric, as the description says, but it is a lot lighter than the black one that I just showed you. It's pretty see-through, but that will make a lovely, probably couple of t-shirts, again for just lounging around the house, perhaps a pyjama t-shirt, and perhaps the Tilly and the Buttons pyjamas that are in, is it her Make It Simple book, I think. But yeah, or more likely the Stella hoodie, and not the Stella hoodie necessarily, but the Stella joggers perhaps. Is it a bit thin? It's probably a bit thin for joggers, isn't it? But anyway, nevertheless, definitely t-shirts. And this is the sort of fabric that I make little jumpers for my dogs out of as well, just to add an extra layer when you don't want them to be too hot, but they just need a little something to keep them warm when we're out on walks. Now, next up, the description of the next fabric was mixed blue or grey denim fabric. So it was £2.50 a metre and I bought 3 metres, so a total of £7.50. Again, I can't remember if there was a minimum quantity order required in order to get it, but as the description states, it was mixed blue or grey denim fabric, so you couldn't choose which you got out of the grey or the blue. And I just so happen to have blue, and it's the exact blue that I was looking for, so I'm so pleased. £2.50 a metre, and it's absolutely fantastic denim as far as I can see at this point. It hasn't got any stretch in it, which is what I wanted. I don't know the weight of it, but it's nice and thick. And yeah, the exact blue that I was looking for, sort of the classic deep blue denim fabric. Now, what I was hoping to make with this, chuck that over there, was a McCall's pattern. And it's this one here, the M7330. And I almost wanted to make exactly this that's on the front. But I do think I'd like to make it with the short sleeves, so perhaps the E version, version E, the red one here, but this is what I saw on the front cover and I thought I absolutely love that. But yeah, I haven't made up my mind if I'll do long sleeve or short sleeve yet, so E or F. I need to have a look at the other notions and bits and pieces that I need to make it. But yeah, that I manifested that with that denim, and for £7.50 is absolutely fantastic. I think I'm a size M in this one. So if it was E, I'd need 2 3/8 of that fabric. So I think it was 60 inches wide. And if it was F and it's 60 inches wide, then I need 3 meters of fabric. So yeah, perhaps I will use those full 3 meters with that. But I mean, for £7.50, I really can't grumble at that. But I'd like to make that one quite soon if I can. Now, the next fabric, the description is striped polycotton shirting fabric in dark grey. And this is what it looks like. Apologies if that makes your eyes go a little funny with the stripes. But it is exactly as the description states, for a shirt. It is really soft. I am actually a little bit concerned that it's going to be a bit slippy and slidey in my sewing machine. But I am going to be making, so I've just finished and it's up there, and I'll show it in my next makes video next week. But I've used the Marcy McCall's pattern, which is a shirt dress pattern. I think the code is M8139, but it's called Marcy McCall's. And I've used is a shirt dress, but I've just used the top section, so the top pattern pieces to just make the shirt. So it comes out as a cropped shirt. It sort of finishes on your waist, and I've used that for a shirt. I feel like I've said shirt loads of times, but to go under jumpers in the winter and under dungarees and that sort of thing, because you don't need sort of a full shirt pattern, and it's nice and fitted, or shaped really. But this is going to make that again, and I think I'll only use 1 metre of this, but I bought 2 metres. It was £1.85 a metre, yeah, and as I say, I brought 2 metres, so it was £3.70. I think a Marcy McCall shirt will only take 1 metre, so I will have 1 metre left over that I will definitely use, but what for yet, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm looking forward to that one. Could it be a bit slidey? Probably. Next up, we've got this fabric here, which matches my nails. Look at that. The gel polish that I'm wearing is actually called Dusky Pink, and this toweling is called Dusky Pink. The full description is cotton toweling fabric Dusky Pink. It was £11.50 a metre, and I bought 1 metre. So plenty of it for what I'm making. You may remember I mentioned in my previous video, if you watched it, where I was talking about my sewing mates and plans. I had one of my friend's dog's coats that I was using for her measurements, and I'm just going to be making a drying towel, like a drying robe, is that what it's called? Drying coat, I don't know, you know what I mean, something that you put on the dog to help dry them, and yeah, she loves pink, so just to help her dry off when she's been in rainy winter walks and had a bath and all of those sort of things. So yeah, that will just be going on her to help dry her off, but 1 metre of that should be absolutely plenty because there's tons there. She's a medium-sized dog, and I'll probably get a dry robe, or not a dry robe, I keep calling it that, a drying coat, for my dog out of it as well, realistically. So last but certainly not least, I'm tired, can you tell? The description for this is leopard printed lurex jersey fabric. It was £2.75 a metre, and I bought 2 metres, so bringing it to the grand total of £5.50. Now, this is not going to be to everyone's taste, neither do I expect my other choices to be to everyone's taste. But I know animal print is definitely a love-hate relationship for some people. I think it's fabulous. And this fabric, it does have a shimmer to it. It's got a bit of glitz and glamour in it. And it's for my sister, who also absolutely loves animal print. Now, last year, if you were following me, I think I mainly mentioned it on Instagram, but I made my sister the Freya sweater, which is this one here, from, that's very bright, the Tilly and the Button stretch book. But yeah, it was like this, and again it was leopard print, I believe, if my memory serves me right. I made her, yeah, the sweater, not the dress. Again, the fabric was from Pound Fabrics, and I think she liked it. It's hard to tell. Well, I think when someone hasn't asked you to make them something specifically, it's a bit like a, oh, that's lovely, but do they mean it? Did they want it? I don't know. But anyway, so I made her the Freya sweater last year, and she has worn it. It did fit, which was fantastic given I hadn't done her measurements. And again this year, I think I'm going to make her something out of this. I think potentially the Frankie baseball tee, which I will flick through and find, because again, it's from the Tilly and the Buttons book, the stretch book again. But yeah, I think this one here, the Frankie baseball t-shirt, obviously the design there in the stretch book is that you make the sleeves in a different colour to the top, but that's not compulsory. You can still just as easily make it out of the same fabric. But yeah, so I think this will be, I want to keep the silhouette of the top nice and simple, because I think the fabric speaks for itself a little bit, doesn't it? I think it could look a little bit too over the top if I did anything too much with this. But yeah, so 2 meters of it, costs £5.50. That'll be her birthday present, so I hope she doesn't stumble across this video. One of her birthday presents. And actually, one thing that I did want to mention, the outside, so this leopard print print on the right side, it does have this glitziness is weaved through. It's almost like a silver strand that's weaved through, and I think it looks lovely in the light. It really catches the light, but you can feel it. It's a little rough, more textured, I would describe it as. We can really feel the pattern. But luckily on the inside, this is what the wrong side of the fabric looks like, and it's so lovely and soft, like really, really soft and smooth. So I think it will be fine in a t-shirt because it's not going to be super scratchy. If the inside was also super scratchy, I think I would have had to have looked at something like a cardigan for her, which actually isn't a bad idea. But anyway, but because that's lovely and soft, you can wear that against your skin as a sort of tight fitting t-shirt or fairly structured t-shirt, and it's not going to bother you. It's lovely, lovely, lovely and soft. So that's the end of my fabric haul. You may have heard me mention on one of my previous videos, or certainly I can remember mentioning it on my Instagram story, but I have a little fabric stash. It's not huge by any means, but I do have a fabric stash, and it was very, very summery. So I feel like all of these colours are definitely more wintry. They're definitely going to see me through my winter projects for the foreseeable, and they're just going to help me to top up my winter wardrobe with the essentials that I'm looking for, plus a couple of other nice bits. So yeah, I think that was 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 metres of fabric that I bought in total, and it cost £40 plus tax and shipping, that sort of thing. So absolutely fantastic value for money, in my opinion. Pound Fabrics is always worth having a look at if you're looking for something, or you just want a good browse on a website, because I do really love their website. But anyway, that's not a plug from me. I bought this. So yeah, I'm going to leave that video there. I've definitely got enough to keep me busy for a little while. I need to go and get it all in and pre-wash it. I will definitely start with those darts first, because I don't know what that denim's going to be like for running. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope it wasn't too much of a ramble, because it wasn't a planned video whatsoever. I was literally just waiting for the knock at the door. But we'll see you in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Do drop me a like if you enjoyed this video, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because I know that I do get a large percentage of watchers of my videos who haven't subscribed. And also pop me a comment in the comment box down below if there's anything else that you could think of that I could make with the fabrics, because I will have a little bit left over of each. Yeah, otherwise I will speak to you very soon. Thanks, bye bye.